Gija Joseon describes the period after the alleged arrival of Gija in the northwest of Korean peninsula. It was considered by most of the Chinese and the Korean scholars as a part of the Gojoseon period of Korean history. Today, it is generally rejected as a later embellishment in Korea. Understanding before 20th century. Chinese records before the 3rd century BC described Gija as the paternal uncle of the last emperor of the Chinese Shang dynasty, the tyrannical King Zhou, but contain no mention of his relationship with Gojoseon. Gija was imprisoned by the tyrant until the downfall of Shang Kingdom, when King Wu of Zhou released him. Records written after the 3rd century BC, when China and Gojoseon were at war, add that Gija led 5,000 to east of present-day Beijing, as written in the geography of Hanshu from Han Dynasty, and became the king of Gija Joseon. Previously, it was widely believed that Gija Joseon was located in present-day Korea, replacing Gojoseon of Dangan. Some scholars today believe that Gija settled west of Gojoseon, based on records from geography of Hanshu, and Korean record of Samguk-yuso that suggests that Gojoseon continued to coexist with Gija Joseon after the migration of Gija. These scholars believe that Gija's influence was limited to western part of Gojoseon, west of Liao River, as attested by geographical record of Hanshu that recorded that Gija migrated to the west of Liao River. Furthermore, the record in Samguk-yuso, later Dangan moved his capital to Asadal on Tibaksan and ruled 1500 years, until King Wu of Chu placed Kia on the throne. When Kia arrived, Dangan moved to Changtang-kyong and then returned to Asadal, where he became a mountain god at the age of 1908. Yonsei University Press, p. 33, and the record in Sima Qian's Shiji that King Wu appointed Gija to Joseon, though he was not a vassal, suggests that Gija's role in ancient Korean history was limited. The genealogy of the Cheongju Han clan lists the names of 73 rulers of Gija Joseon and the periods of reign, although not widely accepted by current Korean mainstream historians. Wiman Joseon is said to begin with the usurpation of the throne from the line of kings descended from Gija. Shin Chi-ho's opinion. Shin Chi-ho said that Gija Joseon refers to the putative period of beyond Joseon, one of the 3 confederate states of Gojoseon, after Gija became the king of beyond Joseon. Chinese traditional accounts indicate that Giju's ancestor, Gija, was the same person as Jizi. According to Shin Chi-ho's Joseon Sangaza, beyond Joseon began disintegrating after its king had been killed by a rebel from the Chinese state of Yan at around 323 BC. With this, the 5 ministers of beyond Joseon began contending for the throne. Giju joined in this struggle, and emerged victorious as the new king of beyond Joseon, defeating the competitors for the throne. He established Gija Joseon, named after his ancestor Gija. During Gija Joseon, the king enjoyed strong sovereign powers. Eventually, in 94 BC, Gija Joseon fell after King Jun was overthrown by Wiman, who established Wiman Joseon in its place. Controversy on whether Gija and Jizi were the same person. Those records made no references to Jizi being involved with Joseon by King Wu or his seizing power in Joseon. Archaeological evidence suggests that Chinese bronze cultures were very different from Korean bronze cultures through this period, and Chinese writing system was not used in Korea at this period. Until such evidence puts the Gija-Jizi theory into doubt, it was widely believed that Gija Joseon was located in current Korea, replacing Gojoseon of Dangan. Some scholars, who try to reconcile the Book of Han account with archaeological evidence, believed that Jizi settled west of beyond Joseon based on the Book of Han's assertions and Korean record of Samguk-yuso, arguing that the records suggest that Gojoseon continued to coexist with Gija Joseon after the migration of Jizi. These scholars believe that Jizi's influence was limited to western Gojoseon, west of Liao River. Historian Kim Young-bae argues that the association between Jizi and Joseon has generally been disproven. He believed that the existence of Gija Joseon as a state established by Jizi was fabricated during Han Dynasty. He and historians holding similar views point out that the Bamboo Annals, and Confucius's Analects, which was the earliest extant text that referred to Jizi, did not say anything about his going to Gojoseon. Similarly, the records of the Grand Historian, written soon after the conquest of Wiman Joseon by Han, made no reference to Joseon in its discussions about Jizi and no reference to Jizi in its discussions about Joseon. Kim, and other scholars holding similar views, believe that the confusion or intentional fabrication of the account arose out of the confusion between Jizi and Gihun's ancestor Gija. There are many controversies on whether Gija was the surname Gi, or Ki, or Han. There are those controversies because King Jun of Gija Joseon defeated Samhan, Jinhan, and Bion Han Joseon, uniting the four old Joseon territories, and claimed himself king of Han, which makes people think that all kings of Samhan, Jinhan, and Bion Han Joseon of Han lineage, which makes people with other surnames in Korea jealous of the surname Han.